my phone so it doesn't
And
start.
we're live.
Hello, everyone.
I don't know why I'm talking like this. It's my new character. This is my version of Santa Claus.
Does anyone have the YouTube where we can watch comments? We should probably do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Good call.
Let's
Right.
get
Good
on the,
call.
Let's get on the tube of you. Hello, Apex community.
Yes.
First thing I saw, Erica, was Bang Main's Stand Up.
Hello, Apex
Oh.
community.
Oh shit, I can't do
First
this.
thing I saw, Erica, was Bang Main's Stand Up.
Okay, guys,
Oh,
be
that's
careful of running the YouTube because it's gonna echo because I just did
That
that.
was me.
Don't run the YouTube without muting it, or else you're gonna be getting the delay. Be careful of running the YouTube because it's gonna.
Okay, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys.
Oh, look at all these lovely people joining us.
Well,
Yay! Aw, look,
Like, we don't
Erica
see the
Luttrell, my
comments.
queen, says McKenna Zentner.
Chantel, is it true you're able to touch your tongue to your nose?
Yes.
First question out of the gate. Come on, guys.
I mean, you know.
It's a little early in the morning for these types of tricks.
Johnny, is it true you have a tattoo on your left buttock?
Yeah.
careful.
It
'cause
is.
You know he's yeah.
And it's of a happy face. Yeah,
Depending on how I'm sitting.
yeah.
Oh, this is fun.
You guys, welcome to our family. Erica Luttrell, my queen, says McKenna Zenther. Comfy Cat says, let's go. Bob Wiki, Chantel, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. That's kind of how we all feel. Is it true you're able? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All
We
of
just
those
proved
things.
it.
Hi,
Oh, Danny Cruz, thank you for your compliment. Ben has a new co-star.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Can you hear that?
I can. Translator. So welcome to the Apex Christmas, I guess. This is all us hanging out. Anna is in Oregon. Everyone else is maybe in LA. I don't know where Chantel is.
Canada.
Ben is in his living room, which is now owned by his co-star.
Yeah.
You guys have questions, you should ask them. Otherwise, we're just going to hang out and talk a lot because we haven't seen each other.
And we've got some awesome group prints. These are the. I don't know how.
Here,
to-
I'll hold.
There
I
you
shall
go.
hold. How about I hold and you?
There you go.
I'll be Vanna.
We've
Vanna
got Mona May Art, who is an incredible Apex fan artist, and she did this awesome cartoony festive print of all the legends here, and JB, who's not here, but he's Caustic as well, and we just love it, and we're gonna sign them for you. So you can go to streamly.com/Apex Legends if you want to order these festive group prints.
And they're really
Oh, yeah,
cute.
it's-
Look at
it's pins now.
Look at all
They're
the
so
people.
Mhm.
They're so cute.
Oh yeah, and Chris Edgerly, who's not here as well.
Yeah.
He's
And Allegra? I think.
He's
oh, and Allegra.
and
And Allegra,
Allegra.
she's not here.
He's like a reindeer. It's a very cute print. It makes me want to talk like this.
There's a bunny in it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. Oh, Nick is the reindeer. That's
Yes.
right. Nick is the reindeer. Don't worry, Auntie will get this eventually. All right. We have Nick as a reindeer. We have Pathfinder as Santa. So many
We've
cool
got
things.
Watson as an elf.
You know, there's good
We have
stuff.
Ash all by yourself off there in the corner, just being taciturn. Is that right? Is that right? Right?
Somebody
I love it.
asked.
She's like, I'm just gonna talk to my rat. That's it. That's all I do. Right. Grumpy.
Someone said Chantel's appearance with the others is like a shooting star, rare but still amazing.
Oh.
They have set the bar very high for an expectation.
All right, guys, we need comments like that and no pressure.
I love it.
And now it's like equal opportunity. So someone's got to come up with something nice to say about Johnny. I know.
Well, someone asked Johnny how he feels about a crypto heirloom.
That's about what?
Johnny, how do you feel about a crypto heirloom?
I don't know. I mean, is there one? I don't know. I don't know.
You might be next.
And
look at all these people. Everybody wants me to stab them. I love it. Ash, I'm stabbing everybody. That sword is so popular.
Anna, happy holidays.
Thanks, guys.
Someone said, "Where are all the marriage proposals?" That's somebody. Yeah. So Elle and I did a stream last month where Elle probably got about 30 marriage proposals. I maybe got 2. But there were so many marriage proposals. So if you would like to, propose to us for the holidays, we would be more than happy to.
I mean,
More than happy to what? I noticed you got real slow on the tail end of that sentence.
yeah, more than happy to field those. Offers. I do remember there was a distinct moment in time, and I don't know why it happened, but it definitely happened when it went from Anjali, will you marry me to Anjali, will you adopt me? And I was like, oh, Auntie is hurting. This is hurting me. Oh no. Wow. I went straight from, I didn't even get to MILF. I just went straight to GILF. Like it's just like I
was with Justine and we had marriage proposals, and then people decided to just like, it was almost like they're like, have you seen your wiki feet? And then it was just from there.
Oh, it was all about the wiki feet.
Oh my goodness.
Apparently I have a wiki feet. It's on.
Oh, I meant to say, JB can't make it today. Sorry, guys. But it doesn't look like he would fit anyway on the screen. but he's not going to make it with us. He's still with us in the world, but just not on the. He's not with us anymore.
He's with us. Oh, look, I'm getting marriage proposals today. This is lovely. I really do. I think that we should. Yeah. Hi, Alonso. How are you?
You have to choose one.
I have to choose one. That's too. There's too many wonderful things. Our racks. That's exciting. Oh,
maybe you could choose like a marry, F, or kill kind of situation.
That's so family friendly, Ben.
Yeah, so I didn't specify what the F standard for.
Yeah.
Fornicate. Yes.
I got a question for you guys. What are you guys doing for Christmas or New Year's?
Ooh. Justine and Anjali, what are you doing for Christmas and New Year's?
You go.
So I'm Jewish, so I just celebrated Hanukkah. My mom and I just made latkes, which are the best. If you don't know what that is, it's shredded potatoes, and you make them into fried pancakes. They're incredible and so good. Potatoes for the win. Yes, and but for Christmas, I think I'm gonna sing with my dad. My dad is a piano player, and I think I'm gonna go over to my dad's house and sing, and we'll play a little bit, and my sister will sing with me. So that'll be really fun. We're also making a Chiappino stew, seafood stew for the Feast of Seven Fishes. Very excited about that.
I want to come. Can I fly back?
You can fly back.
Can I fly back for that real quick?
Yeah.
And do that. That sounds nummy. We are taking the first family vacation that we've ever taken as a family, and we are all going to Playa del Carmen. So I and my hubs and my mom will be there for 12 days, and then the rest of the family is going to join for like 6 of the days after Christmas. And it's gonna be so fun. Very excited.
Yeah.
What about Johnny? We spent Johnny.
What are you doing for Christmas?
That's why I'm asking. I don't know what I'm doing. That's why I'm asking everybody.
Anyway.
Johnny's an orphan. Johnny, you're coming to my place, buddy. That's what you're doing. You're coming to my place for Christmas.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nick, what are you doing
fly
for
out
Christmas?
to Mexico. We'll see you there.
I'm gonna go see my family. I usually go every year. This particular Christmas, my aunt just bought a lake house like a year and a half ago in Arkansas, and it's a beautiful place. I literally she's got like a boat launch in her backyard and a dock, and the lake's just really clean, beautiful lake. So we're gonna do it there. Hopefully there'll be a little bit of snow, and then a lot of my family will come out. And after that, I'm gonna go straight to Dallas, Texas, where some of my other family lives, and spend probably 3 or 4 days in Dallas, and then come back here just before the new year. So I think altogether it'll be like a 9-day stretch, something like that.
Nice.
My longest vacation. Usually my vacations are like little 3-day, because you know how this business is. We got to get back, and so this is the one where I just like drop everything and I get to like really like not worry about auditioning or anything. Just go.
That sounds awesome. Erica, let's
Real quick, we just want to shout out. This is for Mac, and thank you, Mac. We got 2 signatures, and you got all the others coming soon. We're gonna pass this around to our various homes and make this happen.
My sister and her kids are coming out to stay with us. So anybody who watches Target Atlantis out there, so Rachel Luttrell is coming to stay here with her 2 adorable kids, and we're going to have the holidays here with them, and they're going to stay through New Year's. It's going to be cute. We're going to celebrate with my wife's family, who's like just up the road from us where we moved, and that will be.
Aww. Your home looks epic too. Just that headboard alone makes me go, ooh, yes. Like it makes me want to cozy up to like, makes me want to sing chestnuts roasting.
Yes. I thought you were actually laying on the floor with like a chevron pattern. Like
that's what I thought as well. It's like she's got the top down camera. Erica for the win with that setup.
Dude,
best business meeting setup ever. Yes, I'd like to discuss my pay rise.
Yes. Can we agree for the next one to all be on the floor?
Please?
Yes.
Or, fake floor.
That'll happen. No problem.
Elle, what do you do for Christmas and New Year's?
So for Christmas, well, we kind of talked about this on your stream. I already got blessed with some work in January, so I just want to keep it real low key because of all these things that are flying around and throat, lungs, my life. I need it. So for Christmas, I always go to. I have a friend, like a family that I go to in LA. We do like a Friendsmas. So I'm going there, and it's always amazing because there's always incredible food. And then I think on New Year, I don't know. I think like there's this amazing woman called Mela that plays this character Lifeline, and I do believe we've got some things planned
for New Year's for sure.
There you go, Johnny. You're just joining them then.
Yeah, Johnny, come over.
Woo!
Done. And you have New Year's with the girls.
We actually spent New Year's. Mela and I were together for New Year's last year, and we texted Johnny. We were texting him, and I think we called him. Maybe I don't know.
You might have texted a few Happy New Year's.
Me?
You.
New phone. Who dis? That's what
talking about.
That never happened. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Who's on peak here? Never mind.
I don't know what I'm doing for Christmas yet. I had 28 days of work in December, so I feel like I might be sleeping. Nana, I'll take care of Nana. We all love Nana. And then probably hanging out with Al on New Year's, doing vision boards, and we did pretty good this year, didn't we?
I got a lot of my stuff. Yeah.
Yes, you did. That's all we're gonna say about that. We both did. I might surprise some family members in Dallas that first week of January because I have a little bit of time off. So I don't know what kind of surprise it's going to be, and if they're on this stream. Just going to be really grateful for an incredible year. Got to hang out with the legends online and in person. Thank you, Triple Jabs. We do have a holiday party coming up, so I would think that some people might expect next week that we're going to have some questionable photos. It seemed like great ideas at the time. Chantel, what about your holiday?
We're in Canada now. I fly back on Wednesday to Los Angeles, and then we're only home for like 5 days, and we go to Minnesota to see family, Texas to see family for Christmas stuff, and then we fly back up to Canada for New Year's. We both have work in Canada starting in January again. So
where in Canada are you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on Victoria on Vancouver Island, but we'll be back in Vancouver in January.
Love it there.
I might see you there.
It's gray. I said to Victor yesterday, I was like, everything is gray and then green here. And I'm totally okay with the gray, but like the days where it just like torrential pours all day long is not my favorite.
I hear that. I hear that.
I've never been to Canada. I was kind of wondering how
Do you want an invite, Johnny? Do you want to?
No.
I like it. I've never been to Canada.
That was perfect.
No, I was gonna visit a few friends, but then like I heard it was like extremely cold, like ridiculously cold. No,
I mean, I guess that's relative. Like I was born in Minnesota, so I'm used to cold. I mean, it's cold, but it's not unbearable. And we even went to Whistler recently, where like it snowed on Thanksgiving. That's where we were for Thanksgiving, and it's cold, but it's not like unbearable, and it's absolutely beautiful here. Like you'll be driving along like the highway, whatever they have for highways, and there'll just be waterfalls coming down the rocks, like splashing right next to the highway, and you have the sea on the other side, and it's like there's so much nature to explore here, which is what I needed after the year I've had. So I was happy to like kind of be able to come along while Victor was working. But I suggest to come. I like Vancouver the most, but there's so much of like rural Canada to explore too.
Chantal, I just want to thank you because apparently now that you're here, we're going to be considered Baypex, not Apex.
Yes, Apex needs to be renamed Baypex.
Someone said we need an Apex Legends Class Christmas Carol stream. Oh my gosh, that'd be fun.
We should. It might happen next Friday. We might go live.
You guys can all sing. I will be the one with the triangle in the corner.
Cowbell.
Oh, Chantal, take out Chantal from like a timpani.
Yeah.
There you go.
I somehow always end up in groups of people who are incredibly talented and have like they can dance, they can sing, they can, and I'm always like the one in the corner just usually watching.
Yeah, we were talking about that, Chantal. You were like, I hate just like looking like a model, being an award-winning actress, and being an interior designer, and I raise money for charity a lot. I mean, I change lives all the time.
Yes, but I have no party tricks. Like I can't come to the party and like sing or dance.
I'm so glad to hear that.
That's a party trick. I feel like we're going to figure out what your party tricks are on Friday.
Oh, God.
I have a feeling.
Because
I have a new mission because I know you just like this is going to be my Christmas wish. My Christmas miracle is we're going to find Chantal's.
I mean, here's the truth. If you give me enough tequila and you put on Shakira, I think that I'm the best dancer.
Okay, hold on. Taking notes.
So then you're a liar.
Is there a specific kind of tequila we need to bring? Just give us some.
But Johnny, no, her hips don't lie. She said Shakira.
I was gonna be happy that because every single one of the ladies of this cast can sing, they can dance, and I was like, and usually I'm the one in the corner. But you're a liar. I was gonna be like,
I'm in the corner by myself.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
You're a liar.
He's a great rapper. So
there you go.
No,
there you go.
Yeah, Chantal is in the corner in some gorgeous wedding gown.
Oh my God.
Or nothing. I've seen her Instagram. It's just like, casually, just has the arm in the right place,
No.
I'd call that a party trick.
I love you guys, but Instagram is not reality. We all know.
True story.
If I never saw another wedding dress on my body, I would be happy. Like it was fun.
But the rest of the world would not because they are amazing on your body. We saw, I felt like I wanted to get married again just to be able to go and look for those wedding dresses in the world. Like that was
vicariously through her. Everyone that wants to get married, just pretend you're Chantal and be like, I look good.
I was married and I didn't wear that and I didn't wear a wedding dress. So I'm like desperate to get married now just so I can like
you have been like the perfect model for wedding gowns.
Yeah,
in the
be
world.
like Madonna. Don't wait for a wedding. Just wear
a good point.
I'm expecting one at the Apex party now. You have to wear one. It's white, Christmassy.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
I want to
this lovely lady that you have with you.
This is Yoko. Yoko, what are we doing for Christmas? Yoko's grandfather or granddad is coming over from Australia on the 20th. So he's the first family person to meet this little Aussie American. And then we're all going, and then another friend's coming over and we're shooting a short film. And then we're going to Tulum in Mexico, which I hear is kind of amazing. So
Yes.
Are you gonna be in Playa del Carmen? Is that like near there?
Yeah, it's like 45 minutes from there. When are you going?
Auntie, we're gonna be there like just after Christmas through the New Year. That's what we're doing for New Year's. So we're hanging out.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, we'll make it
Wow.
We're gonna have to do Auntie is going to come visit you, little one.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
Are we playing a cricket match on
And
the
I won't
beach? Is that
talk
what we're
like the
doing?
Indian Wicked Witch of the West like I'm doing right now. I won't talk like that. I promise.
She loves it.
She's reaching for me. She wants it.
She's reaching. Look, it's Auntie Anjali. You're gonna meet her.
That's right. I'm gonna teach you how to drink tequila in Mexico. Oh no.
Oh, it's saving the best for last. We have our brand new legend that you love to hate to love.
Yay!
Anna,
It's so satisfying. Like I could just give up all of the rest of it just to hang out with you guys. But this is pretty cool. Christmas and New Year's for me. Well, I'm also in the cold and the rain. I'm up in Oregon right now. I was working on a project that's left me here for at least a year. We don't know exactly how long, but it's my hometown originally. So I got small kids. We're gonna do the whole being at home thing and cuddle up in lots of pajamas and fireplaces and puppies and I think it's going to be a snuggle fest. I have a big project kind of due at the beginning of the new year. We're cutting the record part for the movie that I directed, so I got to get all those vocals down. I'm just going to try to be really chill about it and peaceful, and have fun with the artistic part of really finding a voice for a very specific character. So it's a good time. Just finally sit down for a second. I'm not very good at sitting down. I don't sit still well, so that's just not what I do. I tend to run fast. So
I love how Hollywood we are. She's like, I'm just gonna I'm gonna I've done this movie, I'm gonna do a record, and
Well, look,
whatever.
the fact of the matter is if we don't hustle, right, the next job doesn't come. Like it's just part of what we have to do is make sure that we're lining ourselves up always for the next thing and putting ourselves and our heart into everything that we do, which is I think why this group comes together, right? Like, from every little thing I know about all of you, from all the amazing interactions I've gotten to have, like, what a passionate group. And I think that if, that's what people respond to, you have to pour yourself out there. So I don't know. I like it. It's fun to get to actually explore all of your artistic sensibilities too. So, it's good. It's been an interesting year for me. This is my first directing gig. And I loved it. Like, I always thought I was like pure actor all the way, but directing has been amazing. Oh, hello.
Surprise!
Hey, Chris.
I didn't want to enter during somebody's question, but sorry.
Yeah, we were just talking to Anna about her Christmas and New Year's holidays.
And we did mention somebody making
but I have 85
plans. Yeah.
And we just want to jump
Chris, what
in,
are you
and
doing?
we've signed the group prints. So thank you to everyone.
I'll go through them and you can read them. There you go.
Yes, they're right there. There's one for pie, and there's one for Coffee Queen, and
just me.
Vic, and I think a lot of them.
A lot
don't
of
have
folks,
names, but
were a girl.
Ramiro Nicholas. One for Saucy Kevin.
Saucy Kevin.
I think those were all the names.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you to everyone who bought group prints, ordered group prints from us. We're still doing it. Streamily.com/Apex Legends. You can get your group prints and solo prints and duo prints. So
wouldn't it be nice if we could just pass this through the window over to Nick, or
nice.
pass this through the window over to Johnny, down to Chantel. Can someone work on that technology for us?
I think it's called.
So much. I really appreciate that.
Edge, we were talking about what you're doing for Christmas and New Year's. What do you got planned?
We're getting a tree delivered tomorrow. We're gonna decorate that, and got just some family gatherings, and hopefully another gathering planned. That we're extensively planning for, that I'm looking forward to, and responsibly gathering, that kind of thing. And just enjoying. I mean, we moved into this house, and so we've spent all this time decorating it. And this is like my office is finally done. So, except I have to figure out how to put up 2 skateboard bodies. I don't know how to mount skateboard bodies on a wall.
I
So
have those too. Those are from that Simpsons party, right?
yeah, that's right. It's from the 25 year. So
Yeah.
I have all my tchotchkes that I'm finding space for and all that. But
Awesome.
yeah, no, just we're decorating a house that we've moved into, and it's great. We finally finished the remodel, and now we're doing a Christmas decorating operation, and it just I love, this is my favorite time of the year, so I'm just trying to enjoy it.
Mine
So-
too. Hey, listen, Chris, I was just looking online for how to mount skateboards. Apparently, somebody named Johnny Young won something. Anyway, apparently 5 cinder blocks.
Cinder blocks.
Just inside, and it just kind of hangs. It's super like concrete.
That is the artistic choice.
Okay.
And it is a solution to everyone's problems. You can fix everything with a cinder block.
Right.
Right now, are you sitting on cinder blocks right now? On the wall.
Possibly.
I do see Johnny's signed Apex print there, and I got mine, if you can see.
Right.
You're right under it there.
Probably
Yeah.
one of our most valuable items in everybody's house.
Yeah. Yeah. It's special. It's got a special place. I actually put everything else I had, including my Simpsons animation cells. Everything started around that big Wamdigious Apex print I got there. So
Can we just say 2022, like big fingers crossed, that we have another Respawn Christmas party like our first Christmas, where we get to meet
man.
the devs, the writers.
That'd be amazing.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
it'd be nice. It'd be
Yeah.
And then
nice.
we stragglers can catch up to your cool, because we got some
Yeah.
stragglers over here who never got a Christmas. We want to catch up to your cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
I'm
want a
really-
bigger poster and more pops.
We made it into the book, so that's pretty cool. They stretched
did.
that put Horizon and Rampart
Yeah.
into the Pathfinder book, so that was really a beautiful blessing that we got to
Yeah.
squeeze in there.
It would be so amazing to meet everybody in person at like the new Respawn party, because
Yes.
the last one we had like 2 years ago, I asked like you know the writers like when and some of the devs when this might happen, and but they're not sure. But it was so exciting. I was so excited to meet everybody, and also the cast of Star Wars, because they were going to be there. I was so excited for that. But what happened was I met JB in Branscombe, and then it was an open bar, and then I ended up drinking with Manny, and I got
Tequila and Shakira were involved.
Yeah.
Manny got me so drunk that I missed the whole cast. Apparently they were there.
You gotta love that choice of verb, using the passive verb tense there. Manny got me so
It's true.
drunk.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Manny's fault.
The force is strong with Manny. To be
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
The gravitational alcohol pool of our writers team is very strong, even through Zoom.
So where is this? Like, I just popped in to say hi and all that, but where is this actually streaming where we can see what it looks like?
It's on the YouTube.
It's all on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Also,
On the
look in the private comments on our StreamYard. It says at the very top, there's a YouTube watch. And I do have a question for Justine. She says, do you have a nickname for Rampart that we haven't heard yet? Now that you guys are hanging out.
Oh, snap. Oh, maybe the chat can help me with that one. I know our duo ship is Watt Part. Yeah.
Because it was either Wattpart or Rampson.
Yeah.
I feel like Rampart starting anything doesn't go well because it's like Ram something, and then it sounds like a different kind of show.
But so does Wattpart.
Watt Part's got some pop to it.
I think it's got some pop. I feel like it sounds. Is there a naughtiness to that I somehow haven't heard? Because that's the first thing I look for is like the 12-year-old
I think
boy.
she wanted a nickname just for Rampart, like Rampy or like Rockstar in the background.
Rockstar in the background when I was talking about making off-color humor or just like, inappropriate humor. He said, always a plus.
Matt After Dark just asked a question going back to our alcoholic tendencies. No, not politically incorrect. Nobody's an alcoholic here. We just drink a lot. So Johnny, they said, what are each of your favorite liquors or mixed drinks?
Oh.
Ooh.
It
Could
depends.
be a Shirley Temple. No pressure, people.
It depends. It depends on like who I'm with, what I'm eating. It really does. But nice chill evening.
Palate.
Yeah, it might be an old fashioned. If I'm eating, if I'm like when it's raining, pork belly and soju is perfect. When I want to just have a nice conversation, a glass of Pinot Noir. If it's brunch, maybe Sauvignon Blanc.
This is great. I'll go with the beer. If it's 327, I like to have Mad Dog 2020.
Keep going, Johnny. Keep going.
And maybe I just drink turpentine if it's like 3
Yeah,
in the morning.
maybe I spring rubbing
Rubbing
alcohol
alcohol,
through a loaf of bread next
whatever
to the dumpster. But you know,
When I'm with Nick, anything goes.
Yeah, baby.
Matt After Dark is
Whatever's
asking this
around.
question. Yeah, Matt After Dark is specifically asking this question because I met him earlier this year in Atlanta, and he has concocted a variety of cocktails for each character. And he's posted some of them online,
I've
a
seen
bunch
that.
of
That's
cocktail
so cool.
mixes. And so he's asking because he wants to, what's the word, be our mixologist and create a variety
And Matt
of
is
cocktails.
legit. Hi,
Beautiful.
Matt. He made a mother load, which is an actual fused drink that is on fire. And then I had a special request for a vegan whiskey sour, which he made, which is now called, of course, the Knuckle Cluster. Matt is legit. So,
cluster.
Damn.
Matt, you know what I'm going to ask for our February 14th, like our single love, married, whatever we want to call it. Let's do like a mixed drink, like an Apex party manual.
are we flying Matt out? Is that what we're doing? I think we should.
Oh, we should. Oh, we could, Matt. It could happen.
Matt, you
we
into that?
have the technology. We have tons of miles we haven't used. And part of it should have like a cinder block decoration, like
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
actually, the drink should just be called the Cinder Block. Make me a cinder block.
And it's got to have some activated charcoal in it, which was actually in a cocktail that I had. I had a cocktail over Thanksgiving, and it had activated charcoal in it, which does not sound delicious, but it actually turned out very well. And I feel like Johnny, it would be appropriate to your setting.
Ooh.
Well, that's how I blacked out. It was called The Dark Side, and Manny and I we went to the bar because the Star Wars thing, and then I was so excited to meet the cast. And I think we put down like I don't even remember how many dark sides we drank, but that's kind of what happened.
This reminds me of my road days as a comic. The amount of drinking you guys are talking about is what used to be my reality. And then I got off the road, and then things just dramatically tapered off. But South Beach, Miami, I got stories.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Someone asked us in the chat. Oh, sorry. What were you going to say, Al?
Oh, I was just going to say that I just request anything that has rum in it, especially anything that's like a caipirinha. That's like my.
Yeah, rum and gin for me. Absolutely.
Caipirinha.
Caipirinha is my favorite.
I won't remember it
Okay.
at all.
L, when we have our get together, I will not only provide rum, just remind me in the text thread, but I also have a song by a group I really love called Caipirinha that you can drink while you listen to it.
Ooh.
You can listen while you drink to it? No.
Makes sense.
Someone asked us in the chat a while back, what is everyone's favorite Christmas movies? Anjali.
Can I combine my favorite Christmas movie with my favorite liquor? Because I don't think we've gone through all those.
Oh, go for
Yeah,
it. Before we say your favorite liquor.
Well, my favorite alcoholic beverage is Nigori sake, hands down, because it doesn't taste like alcohol. I like alcohol that doesn't taste like alcohol because I didn't drink for most of my adult life. And then I made up for lost time. And so Nigori sake is quite delicious because it tastes like rice milk with a wee little tiny bit of alcohol. And it's sweet and it's delicious. Favorite Christmas movie? I mean, I don't know if it counts as a Christmas movie, but I really like Bad Santa. It's not so much a Christmas movie.
It's so good.
It's a Christmas.
It's so
it happens
good.
during
I love
Christmas.
that movie. Oh,
Everything
you just
about
remind
that
me to
movie
watch
makes
it.
me happy in every
Yeah.
way. And there are actually 2 holiday movies that just came. I'm so gonna pimp out my friends. 2 holiday movies that just came out back to back this year. One was called A Clusterfunk Christmas with Bella Lovell in it, and then one is called Hot Mess Holiday with
That's
Serena
tie-ins,
Jinkle
right?
and Melanie Chandra and Kalpan and Poonam Patel, and just like the whole gamut of amazing friend talent. Nick Dodani, you guys got to check all of those out. That one just came out last night, and it's quite hilarious.
Nicholas, alcoholic movies. Or I'm sorry.
Well, I could give a really long-winded one on the alcohol.
Come on, buddy. Let's do it, baby. We're all here.
No, I go between. Well, what would pertain more to Octane was what I used to drink. About 8 or 9 years ago, I used to love. It was like my go-to was a sugar-free Red Bull and Absolute, or Belvedere. Sugar-free Red Bull and Belvedere, or sugar-free Red Bull and Absolute used to be. I haven't had that in a long time now. Now, kind of like Johnny, I like old fashions, but I especially like a lavender old fashioned. That's my new favorite drink right now.
Wow.
I had one for the first time at Lavender Farm that made these awesome drinks that were infused with lavender. And then I ordered this organic lavender simple syrup that I keep at my house now. I like it's like here at all times. And so when I make my old fashions at home, I put this lavender syrup in it. So good. It's like the legit syrup, not like some corn syrup kind of like lavender flavored. It's like real lavender extracted with sugar or whatever. But that, and then I love wine. So my favorite wine right now that is my go-to is like a deep red California Zinfandel. Is what I enjoy drinking the most. I love Pinot Noir. I love a heavy cab too, but right now my go-to is a California Zinfandel. And my favorite Christmas movie, I love the Rankin Bass movies personally. That I have to watch them every year. So I love the Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
There you
go. I just watched this Ben Affleck Christmas movie that he did like ages ago, and I actually really enjoyed it. I forgot, Surviving Christmas, I think it was called.
Oh, is that with James Gandolfini?
Yeah. I didn't think I thought I was going to turn it off like pretty quickly, and I ended up getting wrapped up in it, and I enjoyed it a lot. But Anjali just reminded me of Bad Santa. I love part 1 and 2, and so I'm going to rewatch that now that you mentioned it.
Anjali,
sorry.
Your cocktail is going to be Midnight Oil. Apparently, that's
Yes, I just saw that. I was just thanks, Beam Toaster. What's up, Finn? Yeah, I'm all about it. I like that, Beam Toaster. Thanks, Finn. Thanks for showing up too.
Chantel, do you ever drink?
I do. I don't drink a lot. When I do drink, I like añejo tequila, and you make it into a Manhattan, and you make it tequila Manhattan. I love Scotch, or whiskey, but I like it on its own, just like neat. But I really love like the smokiness that is añejo tequila, and then to make it in a Manhattan, and it's super duper yummy. But if I'm being honest, I don't love drinking. I'm more of like I take a tiny itty bitty bite of an edible, and then I'm happy, and then it's great. I'm more of like that type of person because I think I run more anxious in life, and so eating edibles just makes me feel like I'm still in control, but just chill the F out a little bit more. And by the way, from the background of me, as you guys got asked what our favorite Christmas movie was, my husband goes, "You better say Die Hard." And I said, "Excuse me."
That was going to be mine. I love that.
That was mine too.
Favorite is Die Hard.
What's your
mine
favorite?
is Elf. And this is why we're together, because it just balances each other out.
Yeah.
Please.
That's a good double feature, though. That's an excellent double feature.
Yes, right? We'll start off with
like that double feature.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, he every year I'll be like wrapping presents, and I love wrapping presents. I love everything about Christmas. And I'll turn on Christmas movies, and he'll just sneak in and turn on Die Hard. And
Victor, can you hear me? You're the man.
Come here.
You're the man, Victor.
Come on, Victor. Come on. There's
Come
going to be
on.
an appearance. There's going to be a
Let's
Victor appearance.
we just got done with our dogs. Come here.
Die Hard, baby.
I love it.
But yes, so from the background, he shouted at me, but I had to say Die Hard. I'm like, that's not mine.
But you're married now, so you have to take on his favorite movies as well. So that's part of it.
It's in the vows, Chantel. Come on.
Yeah.
This is what you do when you're married.
Right.
Anna Campbell, what's up? Talk to us about your look. We don't know anything about you. How do we get you liquored up?
I know nothing. Well, I was going to say Die Hard, but that is less exciting now for great reasons, because
There's
I like to
several
know that
of
it's
them.
also on there. Yeah, no, but the first one is actually takes place like over Christmas or something. I don't remember. I was also raised Jewish, Justine, so for me, the whole Christmas thing is like new, because I married a lovely German Catholic man, and so I get to do all of the holidays all of the time, and so I get to adopt whatever the heck bits of it I want. But I will do that while sipping whatever bourbon that you'll put in front of me on the rocks. That's a drink. I used to love red wine, but I can't. It makes me not sleep, which is just a terrible thing. But fortunately, whiskeys and bourbons don't have that effect on me. So straight bourbon, let's do it.
Let's do it.
There's the terrible.
Anna, do you have a favorite?
Is
Do you
that
have
say it
a
again?
favorite, Anna?
A specific bourbon?
Yeah. Like, do you have
I
a
like.
go-to?
Well, I'm really having fun now that I'm in Oregon right now, exploring the local distilleries, and there's a couple of really great ones. There's one called Free Spirit up here that's run entirely by women, which I really love. It's fantastic. There's another one called Broken Mountain or something like that, which is also wonderful. But if I'm going for one that you can find a little bit more universally, the Pendleton whiskeys, especially those midnight ones, are delicious. I like them a little sweeter. I don't like the burn. I like the mellow, and I like the just how much it warms you up inside. So it's the sweeter ones for me. Yeah. We'll get together and drink. I can feel that coming. Yeah. In the rain, we'll just curl up.
I know. I had a glass last night. I was like, well, it is raining. I also trick myself, and I'll be like, I'll take like a hot toddy. You know, makes me feel like I'm doing something healthy with like the lemon and hot water, and then just.
It's good for your voice, right? It's good for your voice, right? And then you take your little edible. I'm in Oregon, right? Obviously, and then your whiskey and everything is perfect. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good hot toddy is.
That's like Chantel and I are hanging.
Yeah.
Yes. Luttrell, edible Christmas movie liquor.
I'm
MFK
on the not drinking as much these days, or just in general, but I do like like Lagavulin. I like a smokier just thing. I like what am I thinking? Mezcal is lovely in a cocktail. So I'm just like in the smoky family. And then Christmas movie, my wife's is Elf. Mine is more the Santa Claus, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. Everyone's shocked.
It's a little. No, that's awesome. A little turn there. The Santa Claus is solid. I feel like that's a solid movie.
It's lovely. It makes me weep. Also, Elf does. Really, just anything. There's when we went to Alaska. There's like a Santa Claus house, and Santa Claus is there, and there are reindeers, what have you. And Santa Claus came out, and he's like a full Miracle on 34th Street Santa Claus, and I fully burst into tears. My wife has pictures. It's ridiculous. I have a full nerd.
Really cute.
Magic, guys, magic.
Ben, you didn't get to answer, Ben.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Die Hard, but mine. I'm a bit of a sucker for Love Actually, like a bit of a sucker. For
Great movie.
Oh,
There's too much just gorgeousness in that film. What's that?
We watch it every year.
It's so good.
Yeah,
What?
it's
Yeah.
So good.
Let's go with favorite scene from Love Actually. Mine's just like the cards, just like the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see it live? I went to see it live last year, Ben.
Yeah.
Live, Love Actually.
Yeah.
Was it called
Yeah,
Live
they do
Actually?
it during For
Yeah,
the
it's called
Record.
Love
they did.
Actually.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's
No
me.
one
That's
said,
me.
No one said Home Alone, and that's one of my favorites. I love.
Well, we haven't done everyone yet, so we don't know.
Well, there you go.
Chris, now's your chance.
Okay. Favorite drink, like a lot of you guys, I don't drink as much anymore, but usually I'll just reach for some red wine. But if I'm going to have liquor, it's Maker's Mark neat, maybe with an ice cube. It's just nice and smooth. I don't touch tequila because my South Beach story revolved around tequila. Over 2 shows, a lot of shots. Don't remember how I ended up back in the hotel room, that kind of
That's
thing.
your problem is the shooting it. You gotta sip it like a fine tequila.
Yeah. Well, when you're on stage, it's all about getting it done. But as far as favorite Christmas movie, everybody loves Die Hard, of course. I have the only thing I've ever really collected in my life besides comic books for a couple of years is since 1986, I have the ticket stub for every movie I've seen. And every single movie, starting with Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So I have a couple of Die Hards in there. So when, people say, Die Hard, it's like, I saw it in the summer. But it's a Christmas movie, and it's awesome. But for my Christmas movie, I will introduce something I've not heard yet. It is my new favorite Christmas movie. It is animated. It's called Klaus, Klaus. It is a beautiful, heart-wrenching movie. And if you haven't seen it, then you're wrong.
I forgot about that. It's so good. My friend's right. It's beautiful.
You might, if once you see this movie, it'll be your Christmas movie. That's how good it is. And it's only 2 years old. And I saw it, and I immediately, when I was done with it, I had heard nothing about it. It's on Netflix. You can see it right now. I had heard nothing about it. As soon as I saw it, I thought, that's a classic. That's a stone cold classic. So run, don't walk to go see that movie.
I actually have one since Ben took Love Actually. No, didn't take it. Sorry, it's
mine.
But I just realized that a movie that I watch every single Christmas and New Year is When Harry Met Sally, because I absolutely love when he, because I'm such a romantic, and I love the part when Billy Crystal's like, I love that you're the person I want to speak to first thing in the morning and last thing at night. I love that you get this little crinkle between your eyes. And I love knowing that when you've met the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, you want the rest of your life to start right now.
That's a good Billy Crystal, too. That's not a bad Billy Crystal.
Bella, what's yours?
Gin and rum. My favorite drink ever was a silver gin fizzle in Melbourne at an unnamed club. Nobody parties like Melbourne. Edibles I discovered in May of 2020. Thank you, Erica Lindbeck. She's like, listen, Mel, you haven't slept in weeks and they deliver. Get on it. So thank you, California, for making that an essential service. I had never done anything. So I didn't understand how candy bars work. So I probably ordered like $300 worth of like stuff. Like I didn't know how much it was. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. And then they gave me this bag and it was like 8 candy bars, 4 things of gummies. And then I didn't know that was going to last me till like yesterday. I had no idea that it was a square. So I was reading the directions. And so I've kind of gotten it down, but definitely anxiety was a big issue for 2020 for me. And thank you, edibles. But gin drinks, Matt, if you're going to do that after dark, gin and of course rum. But I'd have to lean towards gin, anything with gin in it. That'd be my go-to. And a gummy. I think that would be great.
What's your movie? What did you say?
My movie, hands down, even if it doesn't hold up to some people, is It's a Wonderful Life. I love that.
Great movie.
That people don't know how much they make a difference. My whole life is made up of moments of people that have changed my life forever. And I think some of them probably don't know. You guys have power in your words. When you are paying kindness forward, you just never know, no matter how successful someone is or beautiful or struggling, what a kind word or an inspiration can mean. And my life has been filled with those. And I can't think of all the names of people. Some people I didn't even know. They were just nice at the grocery store. But thank you. Like tons of gratitude. It's a wonderful life.
Good call.
Here, here.
Good call.
And Home Alone.
There you go.
Also on the old movie train, I love The Man Who Came to Dinner with Monty Woolley. If people haven't seen that one, it's starring
Frank.
Betty Davis as you know, a 20-something and a young Jimmy Durante who's singing and playing piano. It is so funny. It was based on a Kaufman and Hart play, and then they turned it into a movie. It's one of the best Christmas films of all time, I think. So cute.
Yeah, we have a list now.
A lot of
somebody mentioned any Judy Garland picture, but Meet Me in St. Louis is actually also Christmas. So somebody mentioned that in the chat.
Yeah, Christmas, Halloween, and Thanksgiving movie. It's got all the great holidays in it.
Someone mentioned, I think it was Beam, mentioned the snowman.
We're walking in the air.
I haven't seen the snowman.
I think that's what he.
That sounds more like a Lord song, doesn't it? Royals. Let me be royals, right? Maybe she stole it.
No, that was like it was a song, like it was a boy. It was a child. I think he was like 12, and he literally was like, like, and then his balls.
He did say right here. He says the snowman is such an iconic Christmas movie. That whole flight sequence with soaring through the air brings me to tears. So I think that's exactly what you just quoted, was that part. Oh, see, Beam Toaster, people get it here. They're on.
Andrew just said, "Oh yeah," he was like, "We got to be out at 11:30, you guys." Yeah.
I actually have to run, but make sure that we let everybody know that we're signing our group print until the 17th, so you can still purchase.
Yes.
Right.
If you haven't bought
that
special someone a Christmas present, you can just go and purchase it, and we'll still sign it all the way up until the 17th.
It's this way.
And I loved that I got to hang out with you guys on here. I'm sorry I missed the Q&A yesterday, but I can't wait to see all of your faces in a COVID-friendly, amazing environment and finally hug you all. And I look forward to it this next week. Thank you for letting me join. I love you guys.
Thanks, Chantal. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
And just before, I don't want to forget, but those of you that purchased the Nesties and Danny Geffen, who bought the Miraculous boxes, we were able to raise $2,500 this holiday season. Thank you all for the California Fire Foundation and for Shelter Suit. You can find them on Instagram. Shelter Suit is this incredible coat or backpack, and it unrolls into a thermal place to sleep and be able to pack up quickly. Thank you, boss Timmer, for making that incredible gift to people all over the world, actually. So thank you, everyone, for helping us raise money. Next year, we want it to be like $250,000. I don't know how that's going to happen, but it could. It could. You guys are that powerful. Let's do some good next year, you guys.
Yes.
Yes. Ben, take over.
Yeah.
We've got 24 minutes.
Okay.
So ask an inappropriate question and let's get off the rails. Come on, people.
Inappropriate question? That's a tough one. All right.
Not for Nashi.
No,
Come on.
this group.
No, okay, so I do want to know, because I have some. I want to say, growing up in Melbourne, yay! I have some weird like Christmas traditions, or not traditions, but things I remember from my childhood that just don't happen. Obviously, don't happen here in LA. Is there anything you remember from your childhood, from your where you were like grew up or whatever, that was just a little bit uniquely Christmas to that area, if that makes sense? Like for me, like Christmas happens in the middle of summer, and I mean like it's 100 degrees outside, and everyone like, and Santa still dresses up in like a thick ass suit, and that still doesn't make sense to me, but like whatever. And Australian Santas get depicted as like having sunburn and like, but yeah, the suit doesn't make sense. But
Santa.
But the fire department, like the CFA, the Country Fire Association in Sunbury, where I grew up, which is kind of out of Melbourne, on Christmas morning would get in their big red trucks and would drive around and throw lollies at the kids as dressed up as Santa. And I still remember that as like kind of magical, even though the lollies were like the cheapest lollies you could possibly get and they tasted like crap. But that's something I remember from my childhood, is like, yeah, that was kind of cool. The fireys just like running around, like throwing lollies at kids.
Love the Anna.
Let's see. Well, again, we didn't do Christmas. We would go to my uncle's house for Christmas Eve dinner. That was always really lovely. But my favorite was, because Christmas Day, we didn't have a specific celebration to do. We would go skiing. And my favorite place in the world, Timberland Lodge, where I also got married. My favorite mountain, Mount Hood, right next to home. We'd go up there and just have the slopes to ourselves. Really magical, special time enjoying. So that was our Christmas tradition. I love it.
Nice. Edge.
Yeah.
Is not really unique to where I grew up. I grew up in Savannah, Georgia, and I was an acolyte at church. And I'm not religious anymore, but you know, when you lived in my mom's house, by God, you went to church, and you were an acolyte. You carried the cross, you swung the incense. It was Episcopalian, smells and bells, as they called it. But the one time I actually looked forward to going to church was Christmas Eve, midnight mass, and that's a different experience. And it has Christmas hymns, and you're excited about presents the next day, and you get to stay up late. And so that kind of sticks out in my mind. And so if there is a reason why I would go back to a church, you know, and maybe not feel my skull burning as I walk through the door, is to go to maybe midnight mass for that tradition. So that's something that sticks in my mind.
Nice. For me, Salvation Army Disaster Relief in Montana, they have a bunch of tumbleweeds. So those are all with lights everywhere, which is really cool. But that's tied with Harbor Light Choir in Chi-Town. The Harbor Light is in Chicago. It's like a homeless shelter and an incredible choir made up of people that, you know, are not necessarily living on the streets in Chicago is a little different from living on the streets in Los Angeles. But I remember it was Christmas Day and the Harbor Light Choir was singing, and this woman I knew who had, like, it was Chicago cold, and she just opened her mouth, and the singing was so like from the center of her soul, like she pulled out from threads of the universe, and it just cut me with joy and gratitude. Somebody's music. And it was the first time I realized, because they didn't have everything perfect. They weren't, you know, rehearsing all the time. There was just this incredible energy of love and humanity and surviving. And that's my hands down favorite Christmas tradition would be Chi-Town Harbor Light Choir. Elle?
Does someone play piano? Is that what's happening here?
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I'm hearing it too. Yeah. Someone got the Christmas music on in the background?
Oh, that might be me. Yeah. Is it too loud? It's been on this whole time.
Oh, it's fine.
It was thematic, that's for sure. But
It's on the TV back there. Yeah.
That's funny.
So I would say that, so I have a couple, like one of the things is I grew up working class. So it was like, you know, Christmas for us was just, we would have, we would put a stocking, like a sock. So when you went to bed at night on Christmas Eve, you would go to sleep, and then during the night, Santa would come in, and the first thing you would get when you'd wake up in the morning, well, you would have this, usually it was one of my dad's football socks. So it was like a big clean, but it was like a big woolly, you know, like a man's woolly sock. And it would be stuffed full of what I guess you guys call stocking stuffers. And so, you know, you would get like when I was in school, I would get like pencils or, you know, whatever you needed. But one of the weird things that people do in Glasgow, I don't know if they do it anywhere else in Scotland, they might, is they wrap up oranges and tangerines in aluminum foil. And you get like an orange wrapped in aluminum foil in your Christmas stocking. Don't know where that started, but very interesting. And then in Scotland, they have, back in the day, there was this comic book called, there was two comic books. There was Ur Wally, as in William becomes Wally. So it was like Ur Wally, and then there was the Bruins, which is the Browns. And so the Bruins and Ur Wally were two different, very, very popular, famous Scottish comic books that got turned into books. And so they would switch them out. And so one year it would be Ur Wally, and one year it would be the Bruins, and it would be just about me growing up. And I mean, it was more of my mother and father's era. It was like Ur Wally would sit on an upturned bucket, and like he'd be running from the police because he nicked a loaf of bread. You know, it was like that kind of. But it was just like very Scottish. And then at New Year we do something called First Foot, where usually the man of the house, this is again back in the patriarchal times, the man of the house would go outside and come, and it would be like that, you know, you would have it would be midnight and everyone would like cheer and celebrate, and then somebody would go outside and they would bring in either black bread or a bottle of scotch on a lump of coal, And so you bring that into the house, and what you're doing, it's called first footing, and you're actually blessing the house and you're blessing the people in the house for the coming year. So, and the coal is so that you're always warm. The whiskey is so that you've always got company and you can always celebrate. And then the bread is so you can always eat.
Oh, I love that.
Nice.
Wow.
This is pretty cool, you guys. Erica. Chris. Just make it up. Favorite special Christmas something from somewhere geographically.
I need to get my sisters on board because we've petered out in our tradition. But for our entire lives, every year, we actually had like this top hat that was my dad's. I don't know when he ever wore this thing. It was like an antique. And we would put our names in there because we would never buy for everybody. And we would do the names from the hat thing. And then it would be like, I'm buying for Rachel, Rachel's buying for Jilly, whatever. And we still do that to this day. So now I have like a draw names app, and we, or I try and force them all to get on a FaceTime call because I'm the youngest. And so that's my job, to force my sisters to do things. And we only buy for one sister. So there isn't ever any pressure to sort of buy for the entire, 6-person unit, now 5.
I love that. Nicholas?
We, as a child, we had the very classic Christmas growing up in the south of Louisiana. It was, we'd hang up our stockings or whatever and put cookies and milk out on the table and, go to bed a little early or whatever and sit there like laying in bed listening to see if I could hear if like Santa was coming down the damn chimney or whatever. And then wake up in the morning and open gifts, first thing in the morning, like in your pajamas kind of thing. Yeah, we did a very, very classic style. And then at a certain point, I don't know what age that was, but all of a sudden Santa Claus wasn't real anymore. And
Oh no! Oh no!
Come on now.
Guys, hang on a second. He didn't say that, did he? That didn't. I'm sorry. Hang on.
Did you out somebody on your ears?
Since then, I've been trying to get that
and cookies, and like there's always bites out of them, and I'm like,
yeah. There's just somehow somebody would make some crumbles there, there'd be some crumbles. But man, what a whimsical time, what a you want that back so bad. You want that feeling back,
My friend Alex is
that there is something magical happening overnight, and but yeah, that's what ours was.
It's called auditioning, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Nick, my friend Alex.
Please, Santa, give me the role.
What was that, Mella?
I was going to say my friend Alex Burke, that basically is like a Russian Jewish version of Octane. Like he's a calamity kid. Let's go, right? He was telling me this story about how his parents wanted him to believe in the magic of all holidays, but would leave like glitter stamps and talk about the elves coming in to eat cookies and like went for it, like the whole thing. And I was like, oh, that is so cute. And he's like, yeah, but when I was 14. So he was apparently telling people how his Christmas was when he was 14.
Oh my God.
Absolutely like the truth. His parents were so good at like hoof marks outside. He was 14, but I didn't know that. He was like, so anyway, I was 14 and I was like, his teacher apparently asked his parents to come in and kind of set their record straight.
Wow.
You know what?
He got the extended version.
He did. Justine, talk to me about your holiday traditions, like, or something that would be geographically minded. You're muted.
You're muted, Justine.
Sorry.
My
There we
fault.
go.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So my godmother is from Guatemala, and every year I go over to her house and we make tamales. And it takes days and days. She grinds the sauce and the spices herself. She we fire roast the tomatoes. We get banana leaves and wrap everything up and tie them in beautiful packages. And she only makes them once a year, and I go over and help. I've been helping since I was a little girl. I've known her my whole life, and they're the most delicious things in the whole world. I look forward to them every year. I love it so much.
I just want to eat with your family always. Like whenever Justine talks about things, she's like, I'm off to bake this thing with my family. I'm off to make this. Like you're all.
We love to cook in my family. So yeah. What about you, Angelina?
Well, since my family was Hindu, but obviously came over here, and my parents wanted to adopt as many American or Western traditions as possible. So, but I think my mom, we never settled on one. Like every year, it was co-opting more things. So it wasn't so much a Christmas tradition, but I think my favorite of the years where my mom tried to really make it special was she went through this phase of making puffy paint sweatshirts. And I'm so sad that I don't have mine anymore because it was pretty epic. And we all had to wear these puffy paint Christmas sweatshirts that had Rudolph or a snowman or whatever that my mom had handmade. And my mom excels at a lot of things, but these sweatshirts maybe weren't. I mean, they would be excellent now looking back. They were pretty fantastic. That, and then there was one year where she was like on fire and wanted to do all the traditions. So we roasted chestnuts and we made a giant ham meal and all of this stuff. And then everybody was too tired to do anything afterwards. So I think our main tradition was trying to figure out what our new tradition was going to be for that year. That was the biggest.
I forgot about
what new thing are we going to do next?
That should be a new Apex thing. We should be having next year like our puff paint Apex t-shirts.
Yeah, I forgot about puff paint.
Dude,
That's some good stuff.
Dude, I'm so sad
like how
that these
Nick and I are like puff paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what's puff? What's puff paint?
There was like a
Johnny. Now we have to do it, guys.
It's like almost like foam texture in the inside, right?
Yeah, it's like a not like a paste, but like you squeeze. Okay, imagine it was frosting, only it was solid. When you're like squeezing it out on
You
like
squeeze it out onto a t-shirt, and it's got glue
and it hardens. Yeah, it sticks and it hardens, and you can draw with it. And so my mom, I think mine was Rudolph.
Oh, cute.
I got Rudolph.
So
I was
cute.
not sad about it. I kept, my new Christmas tradition now is just running around the house in this hat and antlers for a few weeks. That's been my Christmas tradition for the last few years. Everything else is negotiable, but this is not.
Aside from soju, could you give us maybe a Korean kind of holiday? No, sorry.
Come on.
Soju and cinder block for every holiday.
Actually, that it's you're not too far off. The past I think like decade, I spent most of my New Year's and Christmas in Korea because as an actor, like I kind of I took a break from on camera, but back in the day when there was like pilot season,
You just pull it back in the day because I don't think you can pull it back in the day until you're older.
Well,
I think you're about to get a young whippersnapper. Don't you pull it back in the day?
Well, things have changed, but pilot season. There was for those of you guys who are not actors in the chat or who are watching entertainment industry, usually there's a thing called pilot season, which would sort of start up around like February-ish to like
early spring,
late
winter, early spring.
Yeah, and then to early summer, and then you take a small break, and then about fall to like winter-ish. There's a thing called episodics, where there's more auditioning, and then usually like in December there's like these huge blockbuster movies that are being cast, and I would leave right about like Christmas time to Korea to Seoul, where where my dad is, and so I would spend time there. And what I missed was being in like the big city. Like for those of you guys who live in New York, might understand this, but like I miss being in like in a cafe and like people watching while like the snow comes down, and I really do miss that.
Yeah,
and, that was like a beautiful thing that I do miss. And with the soju thing, Miss Mella, to touch on that, there was one year where it was a New Year's, and so like in Korea, it's sort of backwards, where New Year's is more for family and Christmas is more for party. And so on New Year's Eve, on New Year's Day, everything's closed. And there was one year where I had a few drinks with like a friend, and I left the bar, and it was like around close to where I lived, and it was like there was nobody on the street, and it was snowing, and we had about like a foot of snow. So I was like, I'm gonna take advantage of this, and I like went down an alleyway, and I lied down, and I like made a snow angel, and I just like lied there for like 10 minutes, and like let the snow on me, and I was a little intoxicated. It was awesome.
Intoxicated snow angels are the best. That is an international, like, universal kind of vibe. Ian, who just bought. Ian, here you go. Thank you so much for supporting. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy all of the days. It's 11:23. Chris Edgerly, can you?
Can I? Yeah. Hello.
Mela has left the building.
Uh-oh. Bring us home, Chris.
All right. Well, just want to remind everybody why we're here. It is the first of all to wish everyone a happy holiday and hope you're enjoying your holidays and staying safe and being responsible. But also, we have the group print that we will be signing, and I believe Watt part. There it is. And tell me the artist's name again. Yeah, what's the artist's name again? They've done some great work before.
May Art.
Mona May
Art on Twitter.
Mona May Art. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mona May. Thank you.
And that's kind of a riff on the summer sort of print, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a wonderful Christmas riff. And I think if you look at the detail of that one too, I tried to get it going on Twitter. I didn't really pursue it enough, but like, what's in Pathfinder's bag of Christmas presents? And some people were saying, yeah,
Hang
right.
on
Like,
a second. Let me see.
yeah.
I see
So-
what's in there. Can
There
I
are a
show
few
it off?
wrapped presents, but you'd have to guess like what would be inside, right? So
You have to
yeah,
guess. Or can we
exactly.
show
What kind of
Can
Christmas
we show the
presents would
kids
be
at home?
inside?
Look at the.
There's a little Nessie in there.
Right.
What?
And what I love
Wow.
about prints like this is all the little details that you can pick up, little things, if you just look. So yeah, that's very important.
Yeah.
And is anyone? Yeah, some of you guys are also selling individual prints, are you not?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe we go around. If starting with Johnny. Johnny, are you selling any individual prints?
I am not.
Okay, then Johnny will. If you send him a cinder block, he will sign it, but you have to pay for shipping. Okay,
That is true. I will not pay for shipping.
yes, but Justine and Anjali, are you selling individual prints? Please show them off.
We're selling these awesome comics, these Dark Horse comics with Rampart and Watson on the cover.
Yeah.
And
So we'll be
also-
signing
We'll
those.
be signing those
Nice.
in a bit. And then this new Watt-Part Chickens and Nessie print that we love so much.
We love her so much.
So funny.
I especially this little chicken who's very confused by the Nessie, so it has a big old question mark over its head, which is kind of how I live
Gotcha.
my life. Little question mark over my head.
So just go to their Streamily store and
Yes,
order yourself one.
/Anjali Bhimani or streamly.com/Justine Huxley.
And also, if you just don't care about the holidays and you want something cool, here's a new Rampart. Kaboom!
There you go. And Johnny, is there any special shout out you want to give? Because we'll go one more time around the horn before we wrap up. Any
Shout
shout
out?
outs? Anybody you want to signal boost?
I'm on the
You're still
spot.
streaming on Twitch, right?
You
I
can
am
signal boost
still-
yourself.
I'm there a lot less now. Because working on camera stuff and everything. But signal boosting, all you guys are amazing. The cast is amazing. I love hanging out with you guys. Looking forward to seeing you guys in person. Yeah, all you guys.
Gotcha. Nick, are you doing any individual prints?
I am. Yeah, I just have this one near me right now, which is a new one that I commissioned.
Cool, I like that.
Yeah, really cool little Dasher Octane print. And yeah, there's like a dozen in my store.
Gotcha. So
but,
get the last dozen.
Yeah, exactly. No. I mean, a dozen other ones.
Oh, a dozen other ones. All right,
Yeah,
we're gonna get all dozen of them.
Nick and I are also doing a reindeer Octane and Elf Watson print that's super cute. So we'll still be
It
signing
is.
that this week too.
Yeah, for Christmas
Gotcha.
time, these are great little gifts. But I just want to say, we're super grateful for anybody watching, for all the fans. what a blessing this is, you know, and for us to all be tightly knit like this, and you know, to have this bond that we have is amazing. And a lot of it has to do with people bringing us together as well. You know, like the fact that this game is so beloved kind of makes us unite even more. So I'm just proud and super happy to be a part of it. And happy holidays, everyone.
Absolutely. And Ben, you're sitting there with your heirloom, I see.
Yes, heirloom. It's a bit of bread. No, actually, I'm going to be streaming sometime on Tuesday with some legends. I have these prints, Santa Fuse, Daddy.
There you go.
Sorry, Daddy. Sorry, Daddy. Sorry, Daddy. Sorry, and a few others.
Just hit Ben's Streamily store. Yeah, it's all there in your Streamily store. Absolutely. Okay.
And really, just it's about the fans for me. Honestly, I honestly wouldn't do all this if it didn't mean I get to connect with the community and with my fellow legends. So thank you, love you, and happy holidays to everyone as well.
And as you can see, sitting on his lap there, he's got to pay for diapers and formula, folks. So little Yoko ain't going to earn on her own yet. Kick in.
Hello. Bye.
There you go. And Erica, how about you? What you got going on?
You know, I opened the store. I don't have, there's the things that were there. They're amazing things. I'm not holding them, but you could go and see if you want, you know.
Love that high pressure sales technique there.
Yeah.
I love the
Always be closing. Always be closing.
Clearly, you used to be a door-to-door salesman. You don't know me. I'm not here to push anything on you, but I got these brushes here if you want to buy one. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Vacuum, you know,
There
whatever.
you go. Vacuum, cosmetics. You take
Step
your
in
pick.
real quick for Mela because Mela's computer crashed and she wants to tell everybody love from Lifeline. I know she's got stuff up in her store too, so check out her store as well.
Melanie's Streamily store.
Loads of fun stuff in there, but as you can tell, she loves Christmas and she loves you guys and she wants to send you all loads and loads of love. So
Gotcha. All right. We're almost out of here, but Elle, Space Mother Christmas, please hit us with what you got.
Okay, so I do have a Streamily store. It's streamily.com/LNewlands. And speaking about Space Mother Christmas, I cannot freaking believe this incredible. Sorry, I don't have it printed yet.
It's great. Noosh, art noosh.
So art
Nice.
Yeah, Noosh is
got
so
an
good.
Apex mug of mulled wine. There's mistletoe. She's sexy AF. Like, go get your print. And also, yeah, she's sexy AF. Also, people had asked for the Galactic Guardian, so I got this one from Guppy Gold. So this is also there, which is amazing.
Form Voltron.
Full Voltron.
Yeah, really.
Full Voltron. And I just want to echo everyone else by saying that 2020 and 2021 were shit-tastic years for so many people. Great stuff too, but this community and being in Apex and being Horizon and meeting all of you guys and getting to hang out and I've made some really incredible friends for life. So, and as I pass the torch to Anna, I want to say thank you to Anna because I've told this story yesterday, how she texted me 2 years ago and was like, I'm in this game. I can't tell you what it is, but they're saying they need a Scottish person. And so I've put you forward for it. And so guys, Ash basically helped get Horizon cast. So there you go, darlings.
Another layer to the Ash Horizon saga.
Wow.
And
No,
hey,
no, that's
wrap up
all
with the
you.
newest and truest legend, Anna Campbell. Ash, come on with it.
This is
Bring it home, Ash.
so surreal. It's so surreal to be a part of this. Yes, I did open a store. I heard that was the thing that we did. And I mean, my favorite part about it is these amazing artists who we get to work with. You know, I still have my prints up from Volucris Liga and from Von Hold, which you guys have seen, but I finally got a chibi.
Look at that.
How cute. Did you know Ash could be cute? And I got a very classic, look at this gorgeous one too. Enough fun.
Gorgeous. Oh my
7 by
gosh.
11. Isn't that gorgeous? Also art noosh. And there's gonna print up by Goopy Gold. So my Streamily is streamily.com/Anna Campbell. Straightforward enough. But yeah, for me, look, this has been a super surreal experience, and it is about being able to connect with incredible artists, both vocal artists and people making these pictures inspired by the work that we get to do, and these incredible writers put together, and these designers, these devs that we get to work with all the time. And I just feel incredibly beyond lucky to have been wrapped up into this and so embraced by all of you guys and by all of the fans. And this is going to be going for such a long time. And we're so lucky that this community is so wonderful and supportive and delicious. And I can't wait to be there with you guys in person. And here's to 20 more years of those, guys.
Cheers.
Well said. Thank you, Streamily, for hosting us. As for me, I don't have my Streamily store open. I don't have any new prints. Go and shower your ducats on these other lovely and amazing actors. And if you want a cameo, a lot of them do cameos as well. So do I. So if you want a video message, I'm happy to provide that as Pathy or Hedon or whoever else. So you guys, thank you so much. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Everyone.
Merry everything.
Thank you,
Take
Streamily,
care.
as well.
Yeah, thank you, Streamily.
Thank you, everybody.
See you later.
Bye.